Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Platinum Achievements. As always, I'm Ray, and I'm joined by the whitest kid you know, Gary.
Oh, hey.
Did you ever see that show?
What show?
Whitest Kid You Know?
No, that's actually a show.
Yeah. Where's
That's
my...
pretty funny.
Hold on.
Why is this shit green?
Right
What the
there.
hell?
Get my volume button. Yeah, it was like, kind of like a really crude, sketch comedy show. Really funny. I think it was like IFC or something like that.
Okay. That's
The
pretty
main
funny.
guy died a few years ago, which kind of sucks. He was really funny. But
Ugh.
very, very funny show. I'll send you some clips at
Okay.
some point. But yeah,
Sounds good. Mm-hmm.
today's date as of recording is 12/8. You have 16 shopping days left until Christmas.
Creeshmash.
Is it 16 shopping days? How do the shopping days work? Does Christmas Eve get counted?
For you, filthy people out there that like to shop on at the very last second, sure.
Guilty. No, I'm just kidding. Um,
This guy. I'm
um,
already done with my shopping.
I
I only bought my
have.
nephews and my girlfriend's stuff.
Jeez.
I
I
don't
have
buy anything for
maybe.
adults anymore.
I have maybe two things left to get for Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I gotta get her. I gotta get her a um. I do it every year. I gotta get her another picture.
Use your words.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
picture. What do they call the big pictures you get at Walmart? Where it's on like not fabric but fabric. Why am I blanking?
I don't know. I don't know what they're called.
Uh, I'll have to look it up. It's driving me crazy. But yeah, I have to get her that, and then I'm probably gonna get her. I might get her like a candle, something that smells nice. She's a basic
Oh,
lady.
she's a basic lady.
She's a
Sure she,
lady.
sure she loves getting called basic.
Oh, she knows what she is. Crocs and UGG boots and
Oh,
Starbucks and
dude, I've been rocking the Crocs.
I cannot stand Crocs.
I didn't like them for the longest time, and then my girlfriend bought me Crocs. I didn't realize. For one, I didn't realize how
Canvas.
expensive
That's
they
what they're
are.
called.
Oh,
Canvases.
oh yeah, yeah.
I was going for a P.
But yeah, I didn't realize how comfortable Crocs are. My girlfriend bought me some, and I was like, I don't know, whatever.
I
I'll
can't.
wear them. I'll wear them.
That's similar. My wife in college got me UGG slippers,
Mm-hmm.
and my sister thought they'd be the dumbest gift ever.
Mm-hmm.
I still rock those UGG slippers. They're super comfy.
YOLO.
But yeah, Crocs. No, I will not be rocking the same shoes as they did in Idiocracy. Okay.
We're already going in that direction, anyways.
Yeah. Have you heard do you hear the story of why they chose those in that movie?
No, no.
They were literally because for those who don't know, Idiocracy, it's a movie about Luke Wilson and Maya Rudolph, I think is her name, and they're like the baseline average humans, and they basically like cryogenically frozen for the future. I forget exactly why, but then I think they end up sleeping too long, like something happens to the military funding, and they just forget them there, and they show up in the future where we're all just like the dumbest possible versions of ourselves,
I love
and
that movie.
Terry
So good.
Crews is President Camacho, I think, and he's like he's not he's like if Hulk Hogan was the president, so it's not like Trump being president, but close
Hmm.
enough. And at the time, they were trying to figure. They're like, we need to make these people look dumb. What's the dumbest looking shoes? And they just found Crocs, so that's what they went with. And then Crocs, for some reason, became a big hit. I don't know what the impetus was of that, but now we got Crocs, and I refuse to wear them.
That movie's so good, by the way.
It is a good movie.
That's hilarious. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I used to work at Costco.
Yeah, my girlfriend worked there for like 3 months, and she's like, never again.
What department
Like
was she
that's
in?
the. And she was just like one of the like cart pusher
Okay.
bagger people that like put stuff away, and like she only did it for like 3 months, and she's like, never again. I still get triggered pushing carts. And I was like, try doing it for like 15 years. I was at Lowe's for 15 years.
What's worse than cart pushing, I would say? Working in the food court. That sucked.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
It was an okay job.
Mm-hmm.
But it was I don't think we got free food, but I mean the food was basically free with how cheap it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I did not.
It's always a shit show at our food court. It's like always so busy. I don't know if it's like that there too or what, but
I was in King of Prussia, so it was packed. I know you don't have a frame of reference for that, but that is like the East Coast Mall of America, I would say. People come for miles to go to the King of Prussia, and you know,
okay.
it's a suburb, quote unquote suburb of Philly, so
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people out there. We had one request where a guy was like, "Hey, can I get a pizza, but just don't cook it?" And I'm like, "No, dude, I can't." I'm like, "I can't do it." He's like, "No, I don't want it to like go not stale, but like get crappy on the way home. Like I just want to take the uncooked pizza so I can cook it in my oven at home." And I'm like, "No, dude, I can't do." Or at first, I went to my manager. Did I go to my manager? Or I just went to a more experienced coworker. I'm like, "Can we do that?" And she's like, "No, we can't do that." And the guy's like, "No, it's fine." And then we're like, "All right, we'll get our manager." And I'm like, "Hey, Mike, can we do that?" He goes, "No, we can't do that." And then guy goes,
It's probably because if they're dumb enough to eat it and they get sick, it's on you guys.
"Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And then we're like, he's like, "Well, can you like cook it halfway?" I'm like, "No, dude, we can't." It went all the way up to our store manager, and she's like, "No, we can't do this."
Oh my god.
But the benefit of Costco is you could have eaten that whole pizza, just left the crust or nothing at all, returned the box, and still got your money back.
Yeah, that's
Their return
insane.
policy is disgusting.
It's ridiculous.
We had people. I think I worked there over. Yeah, I worked there over Christmas. And people were bringing back the trees with no pine needles and getting full refunds.
What the fuck? That's ridiculous.
I guess the idea is that when they bring the tree back, they'll spend more money on other things.
I guess, but that's just like some really shitty logic.
They make a shitload of money, and I mean, if you get in there young enough and you stay long enough, you're set for life basically. Like they pay you pretty well.
Yeah, that's true.
My wife's cousin is I think he's one of the managers there, one of the locations. I think he went in there while he was in high school, and we'll get off Costco in a second. But Costco is great.
That man yours.
I got in there somehow, and everyone was very confused because back when I was there, it was like you had to know someone to get in, which now they've gotten rid of that actually.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, who do you know that works? I'm like, I know you guys. That's about it. Like, you don't have a reference? I'm like, no. It was crazy.
You're like, they thought I was cooler than I really was.
Yeah, it's. I don't even know. I don't know. That job wasn't terrible though. The hours kind of, they were helpful with my eye stuff, but the hours still kind of sucked.
Mm-hmm.
The best day working there was we had a snowstorm, and I braved it with my little Ford Focus at like 6 a.m.
Oh, God.
Got in there, and literally no customers showed up.
Sheesh.
So they sent me home early and paid me for my day.
Hell yeah.
But
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab coffee.
Okay. I was gonna transition, but now I guess I won't. So while he's grabbing coffee, I'm gonna play a little more Assassin's Creed Remastered, guys. I've been playing this with my boy Samsky, and before you say, Ray, that's not good parenting. I'm not doing the violent stuff. I'm just collecting collectibles and running around. He likes pirate ships. I showed him Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, you need to run away from that. Oh, no, this guy's after me. My tomahawk. Let me tell you guys, when I played Assassin's Creed 3 when it first came out, I wasn't a huge fan. This game's incredible. Like, this is really cool. I wasn't big on the Hatham stuff. What is going on? Why can't I kill this guy? Okay, I'm being shot at. That's probably the culprit. Who's shooting? While Gary's gone, like I said, it is the 8th. I'm gonna stop playing because I'm being distracted. It is the 8th of December. Get your Christmas gifts while you can. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving and a good Black Friday and a good Cyber Monday. I think we did an episode last week, so I probably said that there too. But actually, no. This would be the first one since then, right? Let's double check ski.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, we probably said it last week. Okay. Gameplay for this week is, as you can see, Astro Bot.
Yeah, buddy.
We'll get into that in a second. Let's see. We'll hold up on the news. Let's pull up our. Let's talk about our progress for the week. Gary, you can go first while I pull up my stuff.
Yes, sir. So didn't make much progress this week. I ain't gonna lie.
Typical.
It's a busy ass week for me work wise. I worked like I don't know. Let's say like probably 50 hours this week,
Mm-hmm.
maybe more. Anyways, so what did I play in between? What was the last record date? That was last.
Last
That was the
Sunday.
first.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I played a little bit of Call of Duty Modern War, or not Modern Warfare. I was looking at the trophy list. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I made a little bit of progress in that.
So are you playing the PS5 version?
Yeah, I was gonna
Do
play the
they?
PS4 version to get the platinum, but then I'm like, I'd rather just play the better version.
So they have the trophy list listed as Modern Warfare. What was it,
Modern
3?
Warfare 2.
It
Modern
was
Warfare
2 where
2.
they started. Okay.
Yeah, it's dumb, but
See, that would annoy me. Like I like it more on the Xbox side because it's just Call of Duty.
I know. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. Oh, I got
So
killed.
I annoyingly, so I went back, uh, and there was an update for some reason to the campaign portion too, and I was like literally at the very last sequence of a mission I was on Veteran,
Mm-hmm.
and I quit to go back a different day because it was pissing me off. It was like a on rails shooting section, and it was borderline broken. Almost everybody that I saw who posted online said, "How the fuck do you get past this on Veteran? You just die instantly, no matter what you do."
That's every Call of
And I tried.
Duty.
I mean, yeah, but this is like especially egregious. And I followed this guy's method where I didn't even aim down my sights, and I just shot at whoever I could shoot at after going back, and it worked. But the problem is that stupid update, it erased my progress on that mission, and that mission took me like 2 hours last time.
Poor guy.
Because it's a long ass fucking mission. There's a bunch of stealth, and then you got to do a bunch of other shit, and I'm just like, fuck. I was so pissed. And at first, I was like, I don't even think I want to do this. Like, I might just play something else. And then I was like, no, I just got to get past this shit. Like, it's just gonna stick in my brain, and I'm not gonna even want to play the campaign if I don't just get past this now. I'm that kind of person where if I'm like dreading something I'm going through in a game, I like my brain will like do anything in its power to not even play that game, like play anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I need to get past this. Otherwise, it's just gonna leave a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm not gonna want to go back. So I pushed through it, beat the mission in like an hour this time. And then I ended up beating like 3 other missions, which so far, I mean, there's a few rough spots on Veteran, but it's not too bad. There's actually this open world mission that was actually really fun because they gave you like this like they call it a tac map, like a tactical map, and you basically get like this group of guys that you can drive around with and discover like points of interest on the map. And there's a trophy for clearing all the points of interest, and it's kind of in your best interest to do that anyways because you get like new tactical equipment to use, like airdrops and stuff like that you'll find. You'll find cash to upgrade your guy. It was actually a really fun map. It was a long mission because of that, but yeah, I'm digging that so far. I still have like I looked it up. I think there's like 14 or 15 missions, and I only finished like mission like 5 or 6. And I'm like, God damn, this campaign feels super long. But I'm digging it so far. I put shit. I think it was only like maybe an hour, if that, into Horizon Call of the Mountain. The problem with that game, well, two problems. One is just a VR problem, but
Mm-hmm.
by the time I get home and try to play VR, because I've been trying to play like every day to try to get my money's worth, um, I'm tired
Yeah.
and my back hurts, and I'm standing there. I tried playing that game sitting down, but it just feels wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they gave you the option to like play sitting or standing, and I was sitting there trying to play sitting down, and it feels awkward trying to like move. Because so with the controls to move forward, you hold one button on each controller, and then you kind of like move your arms like you're walking or like you're jogging, which is a little bit goofy. That's why I never play it while anybody's around. But and then when you're just it just feels weird climbing while you're sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Like it just yeah. But the problem is my back hurts. So like I could only play for like a half an hour when I played the other day because just standing there on my hard floor, I'm like, this is not doing me any favors. But so the other problem I was bringing up with this game, which I might be able to just change in the options. Um, so far the combat is like dog shit. Like it's
In
fun
a VR game,
aiming.
no.
I know, right? Crazy. But it's fun like aiming your bow and all that kind of stuff. And the fights feel pretty good, but the problem is the controls for movement. Like so to dodge, you have to hold a separate button on each move controller, and then you have to like swing your arms. You have to like hold your arms and swing them to one side to dodge in that direction, and it's confusing as fuck to try to do, and it's finicky because you're trying to like dodge and then quickly pull out your bow with other hand gestures and then shoot, and it's pissing me off. Like I'm fighting three what are they called, scavengers or something like that, like those like tiger type robots,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a pain in the ass. Like I died and then I was like, I don't really know if I want to do this. Like, I can't. I'm gonna see. I'm hoping. I imagine, like, because they have a lot of accessibility options in the options that I was looking at. I'm sure that they have it so you can just like strafe and stuff with the right stick. I'm hoping because if you can't, this is gonna be ass. I'm only like 2 to 3 hours into the game right now, maybe like level 3 or 4, and everything else is great. Like the graphics are amazing. It's like I find myself just standing around, like staring at the vistas and waterfalls and canyons, and
Don't go
it's
chasing
just
those waterfalls.
I know. Um, but yeah, I'm really digging it. Other than the combat, so hopefully I can fix that with uh an options change. Otherwise, this is gonna be a rough one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I didn't play anything on Xbox, so it is all you, boo.
All right. Where's my phone? Over here. Oh boy, howdy. Well, since you didn't play Xbox, I'll start there. Currently sitting pretty at 726,895 gamer score. That is thanks to. We talked about it last week. For Shadows of the Damned, I'm pretty sure I completed that. Life is Strange, I haven't made. Yeah, I did that for last week. I haven't really played anything of it since then. I'm catching up on some movies this week.
Hey,
I have been playing 13. Interestingly enough, I play it kind of in tandem with the PS5 version. So what I do is I'll complete a level or I'll get a bunch of achievements and then I'll hop over to the PlayStation side and basically catch up to myself.
nice.
So, spoilers to come from my PlayStation games. I completed Hoa, which I've mentioned before on here. Absolutely beautiful game. Looks like a Studio Ghibli film. It's fantastic. It was one of the last games with gold on Xbox. And yeah, got to the end. It's a very straightforward game, very easy. The only challenging achievement or trophy is called the Untouchable, which is to not get hit by a robot, which, if you're playing legit, isn't too hard either. But the workaround is if you beat the game, then start a new game and get like 2 or 3 sections in so that it saves. I think it's like after you do the jumping tutorial is what they suggest. Then just go to level select, load up the last mission, and just don't get hit by a robot, which is only like 3 or 4 that might hurt you. And by hurt, I mean just bounce you around. There's no dying in that game. Well, won't spoil it. But yeah, so then you just avoid those couple robots, you get to the end of the level, and you will get your achievement and or trophy for a whopping 0 gamer score, and I assume a bronze. But yeah, beautiful game, beautiful music. The platforming's not the best. That's the only real negative to it. And the last level was not so challenging, but it was tough because it's doing this thing with it's a weird like mind level. So as you're walking, you're still walking straight, but the angle that you're viewing the game is shifting as you move. So eventually you're going left, but because the game has shifted to where you're upside down now, you're really going right. So it really takes a lot of like kind of focus to keep yourself oriented. Then there's another section where you go through like a portal in the last level, and now your controls are reversed, and then they go upside down too. It was crazy, but Sammy didn't sleep yesterday, so I finished watching a movie called The Covenant. And once I finished that, then I got Sam up, and he just sat in my lap, and I finished that game.
Oh, that's why you posted that thing on saying you have 2 movies called The Covenant.
I took that picture a while ago, and I just forgot to post it. But yeah, let me think. I bought it recently, but The Covenant from 2006 is like it's in the vein of Twilight, but it's about these, and I think it could be a pretty cool game. It's about these four sons of different lineage, but they all are like tied. They're basically a big family, but they're 4 separate families, and they're from the Salem area. So their families way back in the day were like the witches that were being accused of witchcraft, and it's just quote unquote present day, even though it was almost 20 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Crazy.
And
crazy.
And it has some big stars in it. Not big stars. There's 3 quote unquote stars. There's a Taylor Kitsch is in it as one of the witch boys. And then they all have they have like cool powers, like kind of telekinesis and like energy, quote unquote energy projection, whatever. So Taylor Kitsch is in there. You might know him from John Carter, or he was the first Gambit in X-Men Origins Wolverine. And he's been in a bunch of other things. I think his name's Chase Crawford. He plays the Deep now on The Boys. He's in there as another one of the witch boys. And then Sebastian Stan, aka the Winter Soldier, is in this movie too.
Oh snap!
Spoilers. There's 4 witch families because one of them got killed off at some point. Spoilers. One of them did not get killed off, and now he's coming for revenge.
Oh snap.
So it's a cool concept of really really heavy allegory for like drug use. Like they have these powers that they get at 13, and then once they turn 18, they get like a shitload more powers, but as they use them more, it drains their body, so they become older a lot quicker if you like abuse it. So
gotcha. Okay.
Very heavy drug allegory. And who's texting me? Oh, it's my wife. Okay.
My wife.
They took Sam to the King of Prussia Mall. Actually, now we were talking about earlier.
To the what mall?
King of Prussia. That's the big mall where I used to work at Costco.
Oh.
Yeah, it's full circle. And then I'm going to...
That is kind of weird, actually.
I guess it was just on my brain. But,
yeah.
And then after we're done here, I'm flying down to Media, which is about a half hour away, to go to Game and DVD Exchange, because they're the closest retro game store, and I have like $160 in store credit there. So...
Sweet.
Yeah, I think last time I was there, I picked up. Well, I got rid of my PlayStation and a bunch of the older games because I'm never gonna play those. I know that for a fact. So why not let someone else
Hmm.
have them? Because those
Yeah.
discs scratch.
Hmm.
And I think I picked up like Blades of Time, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and I want to say the Saboteur for like maybe $50 total for all of them.
Hmm.
So not bad.
That is pretty nice.
I'm
Pretty nice.
I'm really getting into like collecting 360 games. Should have done it a while ago, but
Hmm. They're still like decently priced though.
yeah,
It hasn't like hit that gen yet.
They were crazy for like a hot minute when they announced when the 360 store fully shut down. I think they were pretty crazy, but I think they've kind of started to level out unless something's super rare. But also, who's looking for a copy of Blades of Time? Like,
Oh, I know. The game is apparently super mid.
yeah, it has an online component that still works. I just
There
need to
was a
find
lot of
20.
super mids, super mids, a lot of super mid games on that generation of consoles.
Yeah, but they were still good. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say like I was on the GameFly, I was on the GameFly train back
mm-hmm.
then
Oh yeah,
because I was like a young adult and I didn't fucking have any money, so I would literally rent a random game that looked cool
mm-hmm.
that I knew was probably gonna be like semi trash,
Yeah.
and I still enjoyed them and I still basically got what I did out of it, and then I'd send it back and I'd get the next one.
Pro tip
So
for anybody who's hunting achievements and trophies. And I would say you're on the younger side because I do not think this really works for an older crowd. Go work at GameStop. You can borrow the games as long as they're not an in demand game or um as long as they have like more than one copy usually. But yeah, you can borrow the games there, or you could. Maybe it doesn't work anymore. But I got so many achievements from working at GameStop.
nice.
There was yeah, someone brought in one of the Deadpool games. It was probably the Xbox One version. They brought in that, and I immediately took it home and completed it over the weekend because no one was looking for it at the time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, I got I think I still have it somewhere. I probably have it in one of the bins. MLB 2K6, which is the first year that they did achievements, or I guess it was the first year that they were on the Xbox 360,
Hmm.
just based off. I guess it was 2006. Yeah. That came in. Someone was trading in it. I told my boss, I'm like, I'm immediately buying this. We don't need to sticker it. Like, I'm buying this.
Yeah.
One, because I'm a Yankees fan. Two, I'm a Jeter fan, and three, easy achievements. Very easy. Um, and let me grab my phone again. I already mentioned it, but I'm also playing Assassin's Creed 3 remastered, so I got a couple. I got a couple things in there done, which was nice.
Hmm.
The list is gonna be take me way longer than I thought, but I'm falling back in love with Assassin's Creed 3. Love it. Very fun. I like the colonial period. And I think that's it for my Xbox side. What about PlayStation? Okay.
PlayStation.
Uh, let's see. Okay, I did, as you're seeing in the footage. And I'll spoil it a little. I did complete this master level. It took forever. Probably took me. I think I did like an hour the night before and just couldn't get it. And then this
Hmm.
time, I think I get it in like a half hour.
Hmm.
That master
I think
level, so
it was a pain in
hard.
the ass. I think it took me maybe a half an hour,
My
but there was like one part in particular that pissed me off more than like any other part in the level, and it was
ooh,
like,
talk to me, Daddy. Which one was it?
it
With the
was.
bloopers, the purple guys.
I'm trying to. The problem is in my mind, they're getting all mixed up with the other levels that are kind of difficult that are based on
The
the
face buttons. Yeah.
buttons on the controller.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Does the master level have like multiple of those sections where birds shoot out of the cannons and you have to like dodge them
Oh yeah.
correctly?
Oh yeah. That's the
Yeah,
last part.
so that was the hardest part for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I remember correctly, there's The second portion where the birds shoot out, you literally have to time it exactly right because they go up and they go down and they go up. And I literally had to watch a video to see how somebody timed it because I was like, no matter what I do, I get hit by them.
Okay, so
Because
you're thinking of a
I
different. You are mixing it up with one of the face button levels
okay,
for
that's what I
sure
was worried
because
about.
the birds in this level shoot out like the face buttons.
So I didn't have trouble with the bird section on that one then,
Okay.
but I'm trying to remember what I did have trouble with.
The
Hold
the
on, I'm
hard
gonna.
parts the hard parts that I've seen or experienced were definitely that bird section, but
Mhm,
also when you come into contact with the purple, um, uh, goo guys. There's there's two sections with them. One where you have to go up a ramp, which really isn't that hard. You just literally just run straight forward and hit them, and then you go over
mhm.
top, and then you land on an ice path and you go forward. The harder part is when there's two of them on cubes, and the cubes go over, and they're like deadly accurate. But you have to basically kind of dodge it, and then wait till they come back down so you can hit them, and then you got to go
Mhm.
on top of a cube, and then jump to the next section, and there's another one there. That's
I'm watching a quick video right now to
yeah,
refresh my memory. I
that's
had the most trouble
go on.
on so that part you go up the vertical platforms and then
And then you're on the ice and
you
you
have
go
to
across to the electric guys.
you you go across the electric guys
Mm-hmm.
and then which is fine and then what part did I keep dying on? I'm trying to remember. You jump on the block dudes. Okay. And then you kill the guy swinging the ball and chain thing,
Mm-hmm.
jump across, and it was I didn't have trouble with that.
Maybe it was the birds.
Maybe it was I think I died a couple times in the yeah, that is the what did I keep dying on?
So my hardest part, what was my hardest part?
I'm trying to remember.
My hardest part was probably the cube guys. I figured out the face buttons pretty quickly. Um, I did watch a video just because I liked watching videos for those to just see like how much more I had to go, basically,
Mhm.
like to know when the end was, and for that master level in particular, absolutely. So the hardest part for me was after you get past the gooby guys, you get on a platform. I don't know if it's yeah, it's an ice platform, but I don't know if the glass breaks. I think it's just like a sliding mechanic.
Mhm.
Oh no, the glass does. Yeah, the ice does
They do
break
break.
at some point.
They
It's
do
not
break.
the super
Yeah.
fragile one though, right? They're like
Mhm.
thicker
Yeah.
blocks. So the X face button formation shoots at you. That's fine. Just go underneath one of them. I think it's like the third row from the left is like your sweet spot, or there's another one. Either way, just go under one of the X's. Then you get a triangle. Now, in the video that I saw, the guy was jumping through the triangles. I found it much easier to like bob and weave between them. I
Mhm.
thought that was a lot easier. Then the next section is squares. So what you want to do is
Yeah.
it's rapid, like almost rhythmic, slight jumping over the birds, because otherwise you might hit the top bird. And then the part that really got me was on the third one, it is like super slightly delayed to where you think
Mhm.
the birds won't shoot out, but then they do at the last possible second and get you. You want to do like
Yeah.
a soft jump and then a double jump to skip over that. Basically the exact same thing for the circles. And then you're good.
I think I remember playing the beginning a billion times.
With the
So
bells,
the bells kind of pissed me off
yep.
because I had a hard time at first timing it correctly where I would dodge the shockwave and then pull this stupid bird. Um, I think that I struggled with the most, and then consistently going up those like vertical ramps where that you had to jump across. And then a few times I got hit by this stupid iguana that shoots fireballs because it's kind of like awkward to dodge sometimes, depending on like the angle that he shoots it at. But I don't feel like I had that much trouble with anything else. But I remember playing the beginning like a million times. So like I didn't um I remember I like right it was I'm pretty sure it was the for some reason I had trouble with the stupid wall thing a few times. I don't know. That I think I only died on the birds like once or twice, just because I had recently played that other stupid level with the bird that I was having a problem with that I just described, so that was kind of easy in comparison to the other level.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a pain in the ass. I was dreading it the whole time because I knew in the back of my mind that that was a thing in this game, and people had complained about it, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to do this at some point when I finish everything else, because yeah, but we did it.
Yep.
I'm not
So I
looking
can.
forward to eventually playing the newer Sackboy game because apparently there's something like that in that game, but that one's way worse because it's like 5 or 10 minutes straight of like all the levels combined, and you
Mm-hmm.
have to beat it in a certain amount of time. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I'm not playing Sackboy.
It's a fun game though. I don't
Listen,
know if you
he's
have
not
played it,
Sony's mascot no more. Okay, he had
but
his
he's but,
chance.
but he's still a good boy.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Why is this up?
You see those Indiana Jones reviews?
I've heard they're good.
Yeah. Got a 90, got an 86 on OpenCritic and 91% critics recommend.
Comes out tomorrow, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. I
And it
can't wait.
it got a 10 out of 10 on True Achievements.
Yeah, and then I saw Kind of Funny. Greg gave it a 6.5. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, all the responses I saw to that was like, Greg's opinion's not really lining up with the general
They're like,
consensus.
get it. They're like, it's kind of funny. Get it?
Yeah. No, I'm super excited for that game. I'm fix my light.
I'm excited. Like, it looks cool, but the
Mm-hmm.
problem is, one, I'm hella OCD um about intellectual properties. Like
Mhm.
whenever there's anything related to anything else that has other media with it, like if there's a game based on a movie franchise or vice versa or whatever, I'm OCD and I have to like consume all of it beforehand just so I understand any references and stuff.
Dude,
Like
Indiana's
I'm
gonna be
gonna
tough for you.
I know because I'm gonna have to at the very least watch all the movies again, which is fine. I haven't watched them in forever.
Aren't there
I
two
might even
TV
pick up
shows?
the I don't know if they're gonna tie in like any TV show
No, they
references though.
won't. And well,
Yeah,
this also
but
isn't. I mean, you could skip Temple of Doom because this only takes place between Raiders and Last Crusade.
yeah, but then in my mind, if I'm watching all the movies, I might as well watch them all. You know what I
Do
mean?
you watch them in chronological order or release order?
I watch them in release order. I always
Okay.
watch everything in release order.
It's
It
so
just
it's
feels
so weird. Temple of Doom is a prequel,
yeah.
and
It just feels
you would only know
awkward to me.
that if you paid attention to the dates in the beginning.
Yeah. But not only that, like I have so much shit. Like I'm currently playing. I made a list of shit I'm currently playing, and just to like finish slash platinum all the stuff I'm currently playing, it's like over 200 hours,
Mm-hmm.
which is ridiculous.
Yeah, the backlog gets bigger every
Because
day.
because I committed to this stupid Black Ops grind that's going to take forever for
Mhm.
multiplayer and zombies, and then I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 with my buddy. It's going to take forever, and then Yakuza Kiwami is going to take forever. And I'm just like, ugh. And there's shit on PS Plus, like certain things I need to prioritize based on how long they've been on the service, like Inscription.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've been wanting to play Inscription, but it's been on the service for quite a while, so I'm worried that's going to be one of the next games they announce in the next like month or two that's going to be leaving, and I'm like,
You'll have time.
it's a long game though. It's like 40 to 50 hours to platinum, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, I'm excited for it. It's just at this point, I might end up just playing the PS5 version by the time I get to it because it comes out in what like March or something.
What in Biamba?
Yeah,
I don't think they've given it an exact date. I know they said spring. I thought I saw somewhere something about April, but that might just be an estimate. But yeah, sometime in spring it's coming.
but either way, it'll be waiting there for me on Game Pass if I don't play
Yeah,
the PlayStation version.
that's what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna do Game Pass. I have a sneaking suspicion Amanda might have pre-ordered it for me for Christmas. But yeah, Indiana Jones. Like I'm super excited for it.
Mhm.
I did not think I'd make it this late in the year, having not played Hellblade 2 yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were really slacking, sir.
I thought I had more time.
Mm. So much for bets.
Oh no, I'll do it.
There should have been a there should have been like a what do you call it? Like a fine print, like, oh, if you don't finish the game that was betted against you by X date, then you got to do like another game, or you got to do something, or like just to add more sense of urgency to it.
Yeah. I mean, we put a date on it. I have to do it by the end of the year.
Yeah. You got 3 weeks, sir.
What else have I been playing?
I
finished Astro.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I finished Astro Bot. I did the time trials also, which is great. It's 100%. The game is now in my storage bin. I put it down there.
You want to talk about your frustrations with that DLC?
What, the time trials one?
Yeah.
Oh, what was it? There were 2 that I didn't like.
Same ones to me, I think, right? The balloon octopus and the stupid monkey arm one.
Yeah, I never liked the floaty power with the is it an octopus? Yeah, because the elephant's the liquids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never liked that ability. I've never been able to master it, and I guess I kind of did when I beat the level. Which one? I beat you on monkey, right? Or no, I beat you on frog?
Maybe.
I beat you on one of them. Some of you guys' times was ridiculous. I was like, dude, you guys are insane.
Colin literally went back just so he could be number 1 because he got called out before on the podcast.
Ooh.
So
he's crazy. Like, get your trophies and go.
I know, that's how it was. As soon as I got the both characters, I was like, nope, moving on. Don't care where I'm on the leaderboard.
I'll come back to that in a second. But yeah, that one and then the monkey level, which look, I love Astro Bot. You got to take the monkey shit out. Like, it's not fun. Like,
it's not. And it was in the first one, and I didn't like it in the first one either. Like,
I didn't mind it in the first one because it was like a tech demo. But
true, it was definitely easier in that one.
Also, quit it with the blowing mechanic. Okay?
That's what she said.
Like, no more. Don't do that no more. Like, anything like that. Like, it's cool that you... Like, I don't want to have to blow into the controller. And also, or if you're going to do that, at least, like, put in an option to disable it.
There's, like, barely any blowing sections in that one, though.
No, but there's a couple sequences, and I'm just like... I'm like, what if I was some Jagaloon... Not Jagaloon, that's a bad way to say it. What if I was disabled in a way, and I get that's a fringe case, where I'm like, I'm disabled and I can't blow out of my mouth, or I can't...
Just plug in, like, a little fan.
Yeah, sure. But just have like a...
Yeah, sure.
The monkey, maybe not so much, but anything like the blowing mechanic, like, just put something where I could hit a button. Like, I'm not in the best shape, and I'm laying down, and my toddler's right there. Don't make me blow the controller in front of him.
Okay. Mr. You're, I was going to say, I haven't gone to the gym in how long. I'm pretty sure you're in better shape at this point than I am.
Dude, I've never gone to the gym.
I know, but I've seen recent photos of you. You're thinner than I am. I guess that doesn't necessarily mean you're in better shape then.
No, I'm skinny, fat, and stupid unhealthy. I don't think aside from when I'm at work, I don't drink water. I drink gallons of iced tea. Like, I'm not long for this world. But I poop a lot, so that helps.
That's hot.
No, but I mean, having a kid definitely keeps you in some form of shape, I think.
That's true, yeah. Keep moving.
Especially my kid. Jesus Christ. Who's texting me? Everyone wants my attention.
I get your attention right now. That's all that matters.
Oh, they're buying my kid toys at the mall. Jesus Christ.
Hey.
You just got toys. You just got Christmas toys early.
Nice.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, so I completed Astro Bot, deleted it, and then because my son likes to switch pretty frequently between Cars 3 Driven to Win and Robot Beep Beep, I just reinstalled Astro's Playroom because it's a smaller file size. And Astro's Playroom, still pretty fun. Really, there's really good tech demo. Really good. My son has he doesn't know the difference.
Well, I think I've talked about this in one of the previous episodes. Like, since I have 3 profiles, I literally platinum that on all 3 of my profiles. That's how much I like it. You have a problem,
sir. You have a real sickness. Oh, but yeah, back to the time trial stuff. Colin going back and doing that definitely reminds me of when I was in college. Did you have you had a 360, right?
Yeah. We've talked about it. Come on now.
Did you ever play the Doritos Crash Course games?
Yeah, those games are stupid.
They're so good. I just run around with my little avatar with my Superman suit and my Marcus Phoenix headband.
It was nice just getting a little free stupid games though. I ain't gonna lie.
And because of the way the avatars were set up, my cape was basically tied to my avatar's feet. It's Man of Steel suit too. It's pretty sweet. But no, when I was in college in the dorms, I got my buddies to start playing it, and they lived a couple doors down, and we would go at each other with it, and we could hear each other yelling from each other's rooms, and we would rush to the other room once we'd done it, and I was like, just so you know, beat your time on this level, and they would stop doing whatever they're doing, like, oh geez, and they would go and try to do it. It was great. I loved it.
But did they live 3 doors down?
Actually, let me think. No. Let me see. I was in one room. Jake was in the room across, and I think they were right next door to him.
Jake from State Farm?
No, not that guy.
Okay, all right.
This Jake. He was
Jake.
He was a loose cannon cop on the edge. He was because of him, I actually met some of my friends that were my groomsmen in my wedding, which is cool. So it was important to foster that friendship at least, but yeah, he was a weird kid. Good guy, but just weird.
Good guy, heart of gold.
Yeah, salt of the earth. He was really into like ROTC at college, but he was deaf in one ear, so he wouldn't have been able to make it into the military anyway.
Oh, okay.
But I guess he just liked doing it. I don't know. And then, since we were talking about Assassin's Creed on campus, you didn't go to college, right?
I took like 2 semesters and that was it.
Did you live on campus or no?
No,
it's so expensive.
It was a community college.
Okay, no shame.
Yeah,
I went to a real college. Okay, a state school.
Okay.
I went to Shippensburg University. Pretty great school.
We got a badass over here.
Yeah, I graduated. I graduated first in my class.
Yay!
Alphabetically.
That's
100% true. I did not have anywhere near top of my class grades.
Hey, no judgment.
I got a 0.9 my first semester. Yeah. Pull that out real quick.
A 0.9, damn.
A 0.9. I don't know if many students have done this. I was basically I was on academic probation my entire college career.
Okay.
So no, my first, just a little backstory. I didn't have the grades to get necessarily into college, but my SAT scores were pretty good. So they were like, hey, do this summer program. You take like 2 classes, and if you can pass those with C's, you're in. And I'm like, cool. Mm-hmm. So I did that. I passed them with C's, because of course I did. Turns out if you just told them you didn't have the money to do that, they would just let you in a different way, because of course it's college. They want money.
Yeah.
My wife's friend actually did that. She's like, oh, I did, it was called ASP, Academic Success Program. She's like, I did ASP. I'm like, Mari, you did not do ASP. I was in there. She's like, no, I was in there. She's like, I went to the meeting before college. I'm like, that's not what that was, you fraud. Stolen valor. ASP was dope. I loved it. So yeah, you came to college 2 months early. You lived on campus. It was basically college, but smaller. So good-ish transition. And then I got to actual college, and there were no forced study times. My classes were so big, I was like, there's no way they're keeping track of attendance. That was actually the last year that incoming freshmen couldn't drop classes. So they stuck me in a math class based on my math score placement test, which was an absolute joke of a test. They're like, you can handle calculus. And I was like, I didn't even touch pre-calculus in high school, you jagaloons. But I couldn't.
Jagaloons, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't drop the class. So I failed it.
These are some creative words.
Yeah. And then my English teacher, professor, he was like, called me in a couple weeks in. He's like, you haven't shown up to like any of the classes. And I was like, well, yeah, I was gonna do. I got the syllabus. I saw the dates for the test. I was gonna do it at my own pace. And he's like, that's not how it works. He's like, you're a smart guy, but like, that's not how it works. He's like, so I'm failing you. I'm like, ah, shit. Took that class again next semester and I aced it. But yeah, that was oh, what else was it? Yeah, I screwed around that whole semester. It was ridiculous. And
boy.
I lost where I was. Oh, Assassin's Creed. At one point in my first, I think it was first semester, they did an Assassin's game on campus. And it was pretty cool. Like, you got names of people that were in it, or it was just in our dorm. You got the names of the people who are in it. You got plastic spoons, and that we stabbed everyone with. And dude, I went hard and actually kind of screwed the game up. The rules were like you couldn't go into other people's rooms or get them when they were going to the bathroom. So everyone was always carrying towels, acting like they were going to get a shower. I was very proud. I got this weird kid, and I looked him up online. And I was sitting in the lobby, and I saw that he left to go out onto class or whatever. Ran outside, stabbed him in the back. Like, I got you. And he's like, here's my guy. And I'm like, I know that guy. He lives 2 doors down from me. Not 3 doors. Well, maybe 3 doors. So, went back up, and I stabbed him through his doorway, which I guess was a no-no.
Mm-hmm.
So, that caused an issue. But my buddy Ethan, bringing it full circle, who was the guy that I was in the competition with for Doritos Crash Course, he had our buddy Jake, who was the one that lived across the hall from me, the ROTC kid, and literally just waited outside his door at like 5 a.m. for him to go to ROTC. He got him out immediately in the game. It was hysterical. Jake got so mad he didn't come out of his room for like 3 days. Little baby.
Not bye-bye.
But yeah, so that's long story short, that's what we've been playing this week.
After that giant tangent.
For sure. It's all tied together.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So let's go news stories now. Let's start with the most important one. Servers for 3 Xbox and we're going to assume that they're also PlayStation games. Servers for 3 Xbox games will close in January 2025. These include both versions of WWE 2K23. So Xbox One, I'm guessing just Xbox Series X and S. Mm-hmm. So probably PS4, PS5 too.
Yeah.
They're going down. Convenient. January 6th. Great.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're preparing for it. And then, even though it's not going to be January 6th this year, right? The transition of power in the United States.
I don't know.
I don't think it's a set date.
I don't even pay attention to that shit.
You should. It's important. We got to know when we rise up.
We?
Yeah.
Who's we?
All of us. We all got to rise up.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to storm the Capitol.
Yeah.
Can you say that? I don't think we can say that anymore.
We're going to get banned.
After it happened. So yeah, January 6th, my mommy's birthday. No more wrestling game. Which, I don't know. For those who like it, big loss for me. I never played them. Actually, I should make sure. I think they gave one of those away, didn't they? On PS Plus a while ago?
Yeah, it was 23, I think.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Convenient, right? Because I don't think they would have given away their most recent one.
Let me open up this one.
I could be wrong, but why is this not working?
They could have. I think I'm pretty sure they've done that in other months, either Xbox or PlayStation. I think they've given the new one away. But also you've got EA Sports Rory McIlroy PGA Tour that closes off on the 16th. I'm still kind of surprised they haven't reverted it back to Tiger.
Why?
I don't know. It was his game. I get it. There was the whole cheating thing, but you know, these are athletes. We put an athlete who's probably cheated or been in jail for something on every game case ever. So what does it matter?
Mm-hmm.
And then Blue Protocol is also shutting down. I think it's a fighting game. Do you know?
Blue Protocol?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that.
So here's the thing. On True Achievements, at least, I clicked the link. Does it say what region? Digital only, Bandai Namco game. Oh, man, it hasn't even lasted. Oh, it's literally about to come up on a year in like 5 days that it released. It is... All the text is in Japanese. So I don't know if there's an English version. Looks like a fighting game. Let's see. Any pictures? Clips? I don't want to look through all this. Okay. Let's just assume it's a fighting game. No review either. Okay. That's yeah. It's. I mean, I don't know how you're getting these. Are there guides for this? No. I don't know how you're getting these achievements. Oh wait, there are some guides. But yeah. If you're interested in, Blue Protocol, got some time. It's a digital only game. I don't know if it's. Oh, it's an MMO. Action role playing MMO. Gary, let's do it.
Fuck that.
We got
As soon
time.
as you said, as soon as you said MMO, my eyes glazed over.
Did you ever play Maple Story? That was a good one.
Yeah.
Heck
I,
yeah.
I but I played real MMOs back in
Like
the day.
RuneScape.
No, like FF11 and WoW, and I dabbled into 14 a few years ago. I don't know if it's technically considered an MMO, but I played Ragnarok online.
God
I
of
played all
War?
kinds of shit. What?
Hmm?
No, not God of War. Look it up. It's like a little like 2D sprite based MMO where you control a little character. It's kind of
So it's Maple Story.
it's way better than Maple Story.
Whoa, let's calm down, okay?
Maple Story is like a fucking Newgrounds Flash game in comparison.
Dude, I loved Maple Story, but I had one of my best friends, Ron, when we were growing up.
Mhm.
He was.
Uh,
It felt like every week he would come to me and be like, "Yo, you know how we like Maple Story? There's this server that does double XP." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Okay." Next week, yo, forget that other server. This one does 5 XP or 5 times XP. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, okay. Next week,
That's,
yo,
that was
remember that last
dude.
server? No, this one does 28 times. I'm like, what's
Dude,
the
that was like
point?
that was like Ragnarok. Like
God of War?
when it came out, Ragnarok Online. When it came out,
God of War is
like
online?
I'm gonna kill you. Um, when it came out, you're really derailing my train of thought. It's not helping my ADHD. Um, but when it came out, like kind of like Final Fantasy 11, I never made it very far because it was grindy as fuck at
Mm-hmm.
normal XP. And then like a few years later, they had like private servers, and they would like just go crazy on the level cap and on like how much XP you got and all that kind of shit. And I remember I made like these super OP like I made like a super OP like assassin, a super OP like knight. It was crazy. Like I would literally run over. So I had trouble like fighting like boss enemies in the base game, and I would literally in the private server I would just wipe the floor and fight like 10 bosses at a time and just annihilate them
Mm-hmm.
because that would be like so OP. Like it was almost like playing the private servers like let me fulfill my like power fantasy in the game. But yeah, it's kind of the same idea because I would always find like servers. I would always let my buddy know who played it with me. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, the server has like 100 times XP. Like, he's like, oh my god, I don't want to start over anymore.
And you could bounce between the servers.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, because
Maple Story you had to. I think you could
I
only
think
have
they had their own
your
client.
characters were tied to the server. I think you could pay to
Mm,
transfer them.
mm-hmm,
I do remember getting Maple Story bucks, whatever they were called, probably Maple
mm.
Leafs. Um, I went to DC one year with my dad, and I remember that was like the first type of that kind of thing that I bought, like digital currency that I bought. It's very much
Mm-hmm.
ingrained in my head.
Yas Queen.
But, yeah, go play Blue Protocol with me and Gary. Closes on the 18th. Um, Next news story. Let me go back. This is on True Achievements as well. Uh, the last story was by Sean Carey about the server closures. This one's by Rich Stone. You can check out your Xbox stats for 2024 with hashtag My Year on Xbox. It's just like your
Hashtag.
Spotify Wrapped or whatever it's called. Um, there's
Hashtag what?
a hang on a sec. Hey, what's up? God, my wife's ADHD flaring up. They got rid of a cool toy store at King of Prussia, and then they opened up a new toy store. And in the back, I guess they host the Bluey experience. So she's like, "Oh, do we wait for you?" And I'm like, just take the kid to it. Like, you don't gotta do this. Just let him go hang out with Bluey.
You're like, I'll go by myself.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll do it another time. So yeah, there's the Xbox year end review. There's a Sony one too on True Trophies, but my account's not set up and I couldn't get it set up in time to bring that up either. But you did this, right? Or you did your version.
I did both of them. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, mine it won't pull the email to my Gmail to redo the link, I guess. Man, they're really Blue Sky's getting like everywhere. Like they got a Blue Sky link now.
Blue Sky.
Yeah. Yep. But anything stand out to you on your Xbox roundup?
Hold on, let me bring it back.
I was shocked I got close to 57,000 gamer score this year, and I did somehow 17,000, like almost 18,000 more than last year. April was my big month. What did I play in April?
I downloaded it and saved the little photo. Un momento, por favor.
Yeah. I'm just rattling off as it goes. I played 58 games. My most played game, shockingly and not shockingly, was Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah?
Yep, 50 hours this year.
I still need to jump into that. I bought like all the DLC that was on sale on PlayStation.
It was the DLC and it was the challenge maps.
How do I
unlocked some achievements? My rarest ones in everybody or golf with your friends. That's cool. Different genres. I don't care about that. Apparently, play genres don't matter. Fucking stupid. How many days a year do you unlock achievements? 159 days.
That's kind of stupid too.
Longest streak was 10 days. Awesome.
What the hell? Where's?
And compared to the average True Achievements member, yeah, I'm way better than the average. Get at me.
Me too. Same. So I got. Let's see.
Dude, I crushed this year.
I got 7,465 gamer score, which isn't much, but I don't play on Xbox that much. So
that's rookie shit. I got almost 10 times.
Played 7 games. Well, yeah, because you play a bunch of fucking Rat Plats.
Not true. Also, Rat Plat doesn't. Dude, what's it called? Nexomon's a Rat Plat.
It's not. It's like 40 hours.
Yeah, but it's still a Rat-alike game.
Is it really?
Yeah, I was shocked. I booted it up because I thought Sam might like it.
What the hell?
Yeah, they've been Rat-alike has like slowly been sprinkling in like not legit games, but games where they don't give you the platinum earlier. Because like if you play like Foxyland and stuff, there's a lot of extra levels you don't have to play for.
Well, yeah. But I own both the Nexomon games on PlayStation.
Yeah, the Rat Plat's
I didn't realize they were. That's crazy. But literally the longest game I played was Rotato for 27 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna play Xbox more next year because I'm gonna I'm probably gonna
you gotta justify that Game Pass.
Yeah, well, that's why I only do a month at a time. But I side tangent, little life update. My girl and I, we got approved for an apartment for the 24th.
Nice.
So
I thought you were gonna say you got engaged.
Not yet. But we gotta make sure we don't kill each other when we live together first.
That's true.
But I don't understand another side tangent because we're all about like triple side tangents here.
Yeah.
I don't understand the people who are like, oh, you can't live together before you get married. It's like, why would you marry somebody if you don't even know if you can like
for sure
function? Like,
dude, people are crazy when they
living together.
That old school shit don't fly no more. Okay,
it's dumb. Yeah.
Like
I feel like back then you kind of just like you're like that mindset is almost like, okay, well, they're a fucking pain in the ass to live with, but we're married, so I guess we just got to make it work and be miserable. Like
my
my
wife and I, we basically I guess it's not technically true. We essentially lived together since we started dating because she lived on the same. We were in the same dorm, in the same literally in the same wing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we basically lived together from the start. And then I mean, the following year we lived kind of separated because she was a RA in a dorm and I was in a different dorm, still on
Hmm.
campus. You know what? That's a lie. Then I lived off campus and she was still an RA. But then eventually she moved. We moved back in together. We
Okay.
we pushed those beds together. You know what I'm saying?
Murder.
Yep. But
I forgot what I was originally talking about now.
old school shit. Not living with your spouse.
Oh, but no, before
Crazy.
that. So I know it is crazy. But yeah, we got approved for an apartment. Move-in date 24th. I gave my 30 days for my current apartment, so it gives us like a couple weeks like of play to kind of move everything out, so we don't have to worry about like getting it all done hella fast.
Absolutely.
Um,
Is it close or no?
unfortunately, yeah, teleclose. So it's right around the corner for where she currently lives,
Okay.
and it's like it's in the same town. It's less than 10 minutes from where I currently live, like for where my apartment's at, which is super nice. Um, but yeah, oh yeah, so what I was originally talking about, how I got here. So I'm gonna hook up. I decided that I'm gonna just get rid of my computer desk
Mm-hmm.
because one of the main reasons I don't really play on PC is
Because it
because
sucks.
I just don't like sitting at a desk playing games. Like I
I don't
prefer to
either.
chill on the couch. Like, and I've had friends tell me, like my buddy who's big in a PC game, he's like, dude, just hook it up to your TV.
You
And I'm
hook up
like,
a
well,
PC to TV. It's like that's not the point.
and like not only that, but I'm like, oh yeah, let me run a long ass HDMI cord across my entire living room. But what I decided, since I'm gonna have a game room with everything in the same room, I'm just gonna get rid of my computer desk, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally just gonna make my computer a part of like my console setup, and that way it'll be pretty much right next to the TV. I'm just gonna hook it up directly to the TV and just kind of like almost use it as an extra console. Like,
Mm.
because I pretty much just play. I use pretty much just use my PC to play games anyways,
Yeah.
and that way I
PCs are
can
for
just get
taxes.
like for real. And because I already have a wireless Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, so I can just get like one of those little lap table thingies. So if I need to like use it
So you're doing what
for
your buddy said to do.
yeah, but in a way that's more convenient now that everything's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
together. You know what I mean? Because that way, I feel like if it's whatever, if how do I word it? So with my how my brain works, the
Word it
more
with
convenient
syllables.
the more convenient something is to do, the more likely I am to do it.
Well,
Like,
that's just human nature.
yeah, like because if I just have it directly hooked on my TV and I don't really have to do anything, and I can just like pick up my controller and just play, I feel like I'm more likely to play PC games.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since I'll be able to sit in like my little recliner love seat, with my giant ass TV and surround sound speakers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I'm probably gonna play more shit on Game Pass and more shit on PC in general next year because of that. So like I'll probably, depending on how indie runs on the Series X versus my PC, I might even play it on PC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get that Game Pass for $1.
Well, I already no, they don't do that anymore.
No, they're doing it for PC.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's
Because
I think it's like 2 weeks. But
when
they're doing it for PC.
right now?
Um, yeah, I think it's like new members. Yeah,
It's new members, so I have to wait for my shit to lapse.
yeah.
Okay, because
I
my
just
shit
saw an ad
lapses.
for it.
My shit lapses in like a day, so I might just do that then. Shit.
Yeah.
Because I always go for ultimate, since obviously I can play on both.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I don't even remember how we got to this conversation.
You're moving into your apartment. 26th,
Um,
right? You said 26th.
24th. So
They Christmas Eve your ass?
Well, that's the thing is we don't have to move in that day.
But you get the keys,
But
I guess, that day?
yeah, we'll get the keys. We can probably just throw some stuff in there that we're not using right away, just to kind of get things started. And yeah, it's exciting.
Oh, dude, I love getting moving into like
And
a
it's
fresh new place.
yeah, well, and it's gonna be so much better too. Like, the apartment complex itself just seems a lot nicer. Management seems a lot nicer. Like current management here, she doesn't give a fuck. Like there's like only one lady there. She's a giant bitch. Like she obviously doesn't give a shit. Like whenever we talk to her, she just has like the resting bitch face, and
Mm.
she has like the monotone voice where she's like, yes, blah 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 blah. Like she just like doesn't get. We never even got a letter from their corporate office telling us why we got denied in the first place. So we're just like, fuck you. Like I literally so I don't remember if I've brought this up before, but I do plumbing work at my job,
Hmm.
and I
I thought you were.
recently
I thought you were an
replaced it.
electrician.
No,
Oh, you're a
um,
plumber.
yeah, I'm a plumber,
Oh, okay.
and I recently
The more you
replaced a
know.
client's toilet that was broken,
Hmm.
and I didn't want to go back to the shop to drop it off, so as a big fuck you to management, I literally left the broken toilet in front of the dumpster at my apartment complex, and it's still there like 3 weeks later. Like they haven't even done anything with it. Um, but yeah, but the new apartment complex, like it's a lot better. Obviously, we're getting a 2 bedroom. It's got like a little gas or electric fireplace in the living room. Like it's got the amenities are way better. Like there's an actual like decent sized 24-hour little gym that we'll have like the key to. So I'll feel like that way if I don't feel like dealing with people at my actual gym, I can just go home and just go to that one instead.
Hmm.
Um, the pool and the hot tub are nicer. Like, it's just a really good area. The only downside is that there's a train. The train tracks are like right there.
Yeah.
So, that portion's gonna be a little louder, but it's right by the freeway too, which is nice. Like, it's just super quick and easy access to go anywhere else, I could
Yeah. I
walk,
mean,
I could walk,
trains not too
I
bad.
could walk, I could walk to GameStop. It's like less than a mile away.
You don't want that GameStop?
Now that I have that membership that I didn't need.
Ah, you'll use the membership.
I'm just gonna save up those $5 coupons over the span of like the year and then get a game for free.
You could do that if they worked like that.
I'm pretty sure they do.
No, it's $5 every month. You can't stack.
So
You can't stack them.
they expire after a month or what?
Yeah. Yep.
That's some bullshit.
That's GameStop, baby.
GameStop's ass.
If I don't like the people in the GameStop, I don't go to the GameStop really. There's one by me where I really like the people.
Mm-hmm.
But they're nice to me and they're nice to Sam and they recognize us, so they put in their work to earn my trust. So I go to them specifically.
Okay.
Bringing it back full circle again, the manager of the GameStop that I like near me, also the manager of the GameStop in King of Prussia.
Interesting.
Everything's connected. Well, that's cool on your apartment. That's cool.
Yeah.
You getting a new TV?
Already did.
Did you Oh yeah,
Did
yeah.
I
You
do-
Black Friday it,
I
right?
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
77-inch Samsung OLED. Baby.
I am the opposite of you though, where when I get my own game room, I'm still gonna have a computer desk just to work on stuff at. But
I don't really ever work on my computer, so I'm like,
no, of course not. You're plumbing, baby.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like as far as like editing videos or in the rare chance that I'd ever actually be able to work from home, which they don't really like us doing. So what is going on here?
Yeah, and my computer desk is super big and bulky, and my girlfriend doesn't want to use it for hers.
Mhm.
So I figured if I really need one down the road, I'll just get like a more like compact one that doesn't take up
Mine's
a ton
pretty
of
compact. I like
space.
it.
Yeah,
And it has a power strip built into it. Great Christmas
Nice.
gift from my dad.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, but as soon as I got this, I'm like, I want a standing desk now. Like, I'm never happy. I have no space to
either. I'm always like bigger and better, bigger and better.
I have no space for a standing desk, so
Mm-hmm.
the plan's now, and it kind of sucks because I'm possibly at the end of my new house journey. Me and my wife are really seriously debating the idea of like talking to her dad about just like buying his house at some point, which I wish we would have put into place ahead of time, because then we could have maybe wiggled around like, hey, every month of rent that we pay you is like chipping off what will get us a loan to buy your house since we're giving you money anyway.
Yeah.
Really wish we would have floated that by him, but because
Does he live nearby?
No, we live with him. But
oh yeah, sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, we live with him, so we're paying rent to help him with like utilities and everything. But Man, I wish we would have thought to finagle that at some point because it's so hard to get a house where we're at. It's insane.
Same here. The prices are ridiculous.
Yeah, and if he really wanted to, I mean, there's a lot that has to get done on this house, but he could probably get like close to 400,000 for the house, which is way outside our price range. But moving on to our next story, another closure. XDefiant servers will close. Did they give a date? June of 2025. So you got time. XDefiant is the Ubisoft battle royale. Is it a battle extraction shooter?
I think so. Because then it kind of like in the vein of like Warzone.
Let's see. Does it say what it is? I don't know if they specify it. This is the one that was like their Ubisoft, like all their IP were in it, right? Like they had teams for all the different games. I think so, right? You still there?
Yeah, sorry. I
Oh,
was talking to my girlfriend.
God,
Just asked me something.
always interrupting. She told us this time.
I know, for real.
I think this is.
She was asking what we were on time wise.
I mean, we're almost.
Yeah, I told her about like half an hour.
Yeah. Pardon my ignorance, but I'm gonna assume this is right. I'm pretty sure this is the one where you had teams for all of the different Ubisoft IP, and I think it was just an extraction shooter. I think.
No extraction, your shooter.
Probably.
If you're lucky.
I don't think my wife would like that.
Maybe she would recommend it.
So yeah, did you play XDefiant at all? Because I didn't.
No, I don't really play those kind of games.
All right, so we're gonna add this one to our list. Right after Blue Protocol, we're gonna tackle this one. If you guys want to join us.
Yeah. Sure.
That's it. And that's by Tom West. The article. All articles are in the description below. But yeah, if you're interested in getting like rare-ish cheat completions and maybe a platinum, I'm guessing there's a platinum. You have time.
XDefiant doesn't have a platinum.
June is what's that?
XDefiant doesn't have a platinum.
Is that confirmed?
Yep. Go look it up.
I don't know. I'll take your word for it. I'm on the Xbox side.
A lot of those kind of games don't have platinums.
Has
Warzone doesn't have a platinum. Yeah, but most things have 1,000 gamer score that don't have platinum.
I wonder why they don't have a platinum. Because like well, for example, Fortnite does, but I guess it's for the campaign mode.
Yeah.
Realm Royale has one.
I still regret starting that.
What, Realm Royale?
No,
Fortnite.
I should have just stuck to multiplayer. I popped the trophy in the single player thing, and I'm like, damn it.
Well, I mean, you play it so many times, it's still going to be on your list.
Yeah, it'll still be on your list, but it won't count against your completion percentage.
That's true. We could do Fortnite.
Oh yeah, let's grind a 1,000-hour game.
We could do it.
Yeah.
We can cross-play it. Like, I'll be on my Xbox, you'll be on the PlayStation. Like, we could do this.
I just don't I'm so used to the polished gameplay of the multiplayer, and then you go back to save the world mode, and it just
they left that shit to hang. Like,
yeah, it's horrible. Like it's
not terrible, but it's nowhere near as polished.
Yeah, it doesn't feel nearly as good. I'm just like,
But we'll do it. We'll get to it. Once we complete that, we can retire the show and just be done with it.
And then we can just quit gaming.
Yeah, that and Gears 3. And then our last news story coming to you from Wesley Yinpool at IGN. Deathstroke rounds out the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League's current announced roadmap. But then what? I don't know about the then what. I don't really care that much further. But I just think it's
then what?
Yeah, I just think it's pretty cool that they're adding Deathstroke to the game. I think that he might become. I play as Deathstroke or no, Deadshot. Yeah, I play as Deadshot right now. I think you have to play as all of them for different achievements or trophies. But Deathstroke will be a fun one. The character design looks pretty cool.
I've always liked Deathstroke. He's a cool character.
Dude, he's a pedophile. Oh, can we say that?
Is he?
Kinda in some of the comics. Yeah.
Am I gonna get canceled for saying he's a cool character then?
What do they say? Did they to get around it? They call it a PDF file. That's how you get around it on like Instagram and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, that's one of
Oh
them.
my god.
Which is, I hate.
There's a term on Facebook too that like if you apparently if you like search for it, which you would never think like the word, you apparently like find stuff too, and I'm like, what the hell? How do people come up with this shit?
It's literally just dumb ways to try and make content without. I hate
The-
when people
the
say
way-
unalive instead of kill. Like come on, stop it.
Yeah, that's dumb too.
I get it,
Like-
but at the same time, like make content for people, not for the computers to push your content.
I concur.
But I get you. I get you need to like it's a double-edged sword. But at the same time, like just be an adult. Just make your content.
Be an adult.
Yeah, but the Deathstroke design looks pretty cool.
hmm
And did you ever watch Arrow?
I got like halfway through I think season 2, and then I got bored.
Oh, so you got to the season with Deathstroke.
Yeah, I did.
Dude, he is so good.
He is. Yeah.
And it's crazy. He's a dead ringer for my cousin.
Mhm.
Not in the voice, but like looks wise.
What a pedophile?
No, dude. Guy's got kids.
That's his cover.
No, but no, yeah, in the I don't know if it's the original comics or whatever. The girl Tara, the one that can control like the Earth. I don't know if you saw her in like Teen Titans or whatever. They had a relationship, and she was not of age.
She was not of age.
No, and I mean they've retconned it and done it differently a million times. So,
hmm
God, Teen Titans Deathstroke was so good, even though they didn't call him Deathstroke. They called him Slade. God, yeah, he looks so cool. I'll probably. Do you have to pay for it? I think. Is that how it works? Yeah. So Suicide Squad Kill Justice League, not a great game, but it's good. Story's fun. I think I just saved Lex Luthor. I think that's where I stopped a while ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll get back to it. It's on my list for next year.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, I thought, dude, and I knew I did this. I overestimated how much I'd be able to actually play games this year and complete.
Mhm.
It was on one of the earlier episodes for sure. I had my list of like 20 games I wanted to complete.
Yeah.
Currently sitting, I don't know why I thought that I'd be able to finish the AC3 Remaster Collection, Life is Strange, Double Exposure, Suicide Squad, Alan Wake 2. Like all these games.
Yeah.
Let me highlight Hoa.
What'd you call me?
Hoa.
I think I used that joke last time.
Probably did.
It's so predictable.
But I did Astro Bot, I did Shadows of the Damned. So let's see, out of the 20 games, I've done 7.
Hey.
Some of these games are shorter too. I could totally bang out like 2 or 3 more of these.
Mm-hmm. You had me at bang out.
FIFA, there's no shot because I suck at FIFA.
No chat.
No shot. But those are the news stories. It's been another slow week for news. Just picking out what we can.
I haven't even looked at the news.
It's not I'm trying to really just find news stories related to achievements and trophies.
Yeah.
Or something that just really interests me. Or if you throw stuff in there too, that's cool too. But then again, you accuse me of deleting stuff.
I mean, I just don't understand how it disappeared randomly.
I don't know why you think I would delete things.
I don't know. Maybe you're like, hey, this isn't a news story. It doesn't belong in here.
But I posted the other one.
No, but I posted a photo
picture?
of my year on. So I was maybe
it really just sounds like a weird. I'm guessing it just didn't load properly.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. It's crazy.
Yeah. Cry.
Just some updates though. I do. Starting next month is when I plan to have everything squared away to have this uploaded on a dedicated YouTube channel. I'll link that again down below. I am also planning on, or we are, We're planning on having this on like what Spotify and the other sites if we can. I just gotta finagle that whole thing. Figure all that out. Plan on having a theme song, or just like an intro jingle and an outro jingle, and then
we're gonna put "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Dude, love that song.
I know, me too.
Unironically, I do love that song.
Same.
We're no strangers to love.
Dude, Rick Astley is the GOAT.
Dude, I bought that emote in Fortnite 100%.
Me too. Me and my buddy, like, we literally use that emote with every single character we play as. It's fucking hilarious.
Love
like,
that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so we're planning on doing that, and so those are just channel updates. Gaming competition updates. Gary, you're still in the Survivor Challenge.
I sure am.
You got immunity.
Wow. Why you got to be hating on me like that?
Well, because you wanted out.
I want, yeah.
But now you're in too deep.
That's what she said.
And you're trying to keep.
I know. I'm literally, so I went ham because I wanted immunity for at least one fucking challenge, and I'm like, I got the time, I got this. So I busted out what I had to bust out. You know what I'm saying? And I've got immunity, and
it was like almost immediately too.
Yeah, because I basically just, you know what I did? I'm shout out to my boy Josh, if you're listening. I actually stalked your profile because you got 1 billion platinums and a decent amount of ultra rares and stuff. I literally stalked his profile in PSN profiles, and I sorted by what type of trophies I needed, and I basically just used 2 random games that he had played.
Is that our boy I would have put the slug in the tub?
Yep. I would have never even found that Uncanny Valley game if I didn't do that.
I think did they give that away on PS Plus?
No.
Uncanny Valley. What is it?
Yeah. They should have. Doo-doo. But yeah, there's only 2 people left to finish the challenge, I think, and then it's going to be over. And then it'll be down to, I think, 6 people after 2 people. One gets automatically voted out, and then one gets tribal voted out. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I am kind of ready for it to end, though.
It was liberating going out first.
Yeah.
Not true. I didn't go out first.
But honestly, like you said, it's like I'm in too deep now. Like,
yeah, you might as well go for it.
What? My girlfriend's like, well, I thought you were over it, and I'm like, yeah, but like I've already. It's the sunken cost fallacy. I got to keep going at this point. Like, you know. So,
if they retooled it, I think for next year, I'd be way more inclined to do it. I get why they have certain challenges, but some of them got really specific, and I just couldn't keep up.
I preferred the ones they had years ago, where it was based on, like, there was one that I really enjoyed that was only free PS Plus games, and then it was basically the points you got were based on how rare the platinums were on PSN profiles, and it would push me to play shit I probably wouldn't have played, which was mostly a good thing because I would actually experience games that I probably wouldn't have played anyways, like that Persistence game that came out a few years ago, the like first person like roguelite in space where you're like on a spaceship and you have to like fix the spaceship or whatever. It's kind of like Dead Spacey in that way, but it's got like you get like powers and weapons stuff. It was an interesting game. It wasn't the greatest, but I mean, 1, I wouldn't have played it without that challenge, and 2, I think I got like an ultra rare platinum out of it. I don't think it's ultra rare anymore, but it's like very rare still. But stuff like that, like I prefer those where you can like pick from a pool of games or whatever, you know, instead of like, I don't know, instead of having to, this one just feels more rigid, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. And then our fantasy leagues. I have updates. So my personal fantasy league is over. I have there's technicalities to it. So technically, I have the most points. So I should win. But I also shouldn't win because Foxy, chill. Dang dog, growling.
Foxy Cleopatra?
Oh yeah. Someone calls her that. I don't hate. I don't like that Austin Powers. Personally, what? I think it's the weakest of the 3.
I think the second one's the best, but I
Oh, the
like
second
the
one's
third
so
one.
good.
The first one is just too basic in my opinion. I think it's
Yeah,
because the
definitely.
second one is so good though. It's so good.
Oh,
I'm
the
so
second
sad.
one. The second one is the top.
Yeah,
But I think the third
I
one is not as good as the first one.
yeah. My sister and I watched the second one like a billion times when we were kids. I'm so sad though. I own the
Same.
collection on Blu-ray, and my girlfriend doesn't want to watch it with me because she doesn't like
Oh,
those movies. And I'm like, ugh. I
the
know.
although the third one has some of the best cameos.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Spielberg's in there, isn't he? Isn't he's the director of the Austin Powers movie in the movie?
Yeah, I think so.
And then Tom Cruise plays Austin Powers, and they got Danny DeVito as Mini-Me, and
Yeah, that
I
was
think
hilarious.
Kevin Costner is Doctor Evil, isn't he? Not Kevin Costner. Kevin. Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
It's not Kevin,
yeah, I'm
right?
pretty sure.
No, it is Kevin. Right? Kevin. Not Kevin Conroy, not Kevin Costner. Kevin. Dude, this is killing me.
Look it up.
Dude, it's gonna kill. What's his name? Oh, Kevin Spacey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's in there. Gwyneth Paltrow plays the love interest. So good.
yeah, hilarious.
That's the best part, but also the fact that they reused footage from one of Michael Caine's old movies in like a flashback, so it's really him younger.
Mm-hmm.
Why did we start talking about Austin Powers?
Because we were talking about shit. What were we talking about before that?
Fantasy League. Technicality. Ooh.
How did that even come up? What the hell?
Dude, I don't know.
Oh, because you were talking. This is like a super super hard.
Oh, you
pivot,
said
'cause you were
Foxy
talking about
Cleopatra.
Foxy. Yeah,
Foxy
yeah.
barked and you. Oh, okay, we're there.
Oh
We're
my
there.
God.
But no. So Fantasy League. Technically, I win. Technically, but also honorably, I don't win because the way that I won, and it was mostly to see if you could do it. And I'm sure you saw a comment in our Fantasy League, which is a more legit one. My personal one, it was me, my wife, my buddy Dan, and my buddy James. Dan and Amanda haven't done anything basically since first draft. So it was just me and this other guy, and we were playing for $50. So what I did was I positioned to my buddy Dan. I'm like, hey, you have some good games on there. Let me trade with you. And I just basically wanted to see if you could trade completed game or released games, which you can.
Mm-hmm.
So I traded some of mine that got negatives, and then it basically, our league came down to Flight Simulator and Indiana Jones. And after Flight Simulator's less than stellar launch, Indiana Jones basically had to just clear like 74 for me to win.
Gotcha.
So my buddy James was pissed about that, and I was like, dude, I wasn't, like, this wasn't serious. This was mostly to see if we could do it, which is weird that you can. But yeah, you can trade released games, so, which is not great.
Mm-hmm.
But so he won that, and then thankfully, I am not going to come in last place.
Hey.
Because one of our guys has also it doesn't seem like he's done much since draft either. And if he has, he's done a little bit because half his roster is missing, and I think he doesn't have any counter picks chosen, so he's going to get negative 30 there too. But me and him are.
How many points do you get from counter picks? It is if they don't come out.
If they don't come out, it's still 0. Like you just counterpicked it. It doesn't negatively affect you. Positively.
No, I'm saying, don't you get points if you counterpick a game from somebody else that doesn't come out?
No, it has to get negative points.
Fuck.
The counterpicking is basically
That's ass.
it benefits you if it doesn't come out because then that other person can't get points and you won't potentially lose points from picking a good game.
I was counting on getting points from those not coming out because that would possibly put me above Josh.
No, I don't think. No, it's because they don't even get numbers next to them. I don't think.
That's some bullshit.
Or maybe they get zeros, but yeah, you don't get anything from them.
Fuck me, right?
Yeah, I thought that was weird. Where you were getting you're like my games aren't getting counted because there's no links or there's not enough people. I'm like, dude, you're so far away from the top. What does it matter?
No. I'm only 50 points from. Yeah, but those 3 games could give me the points that I need
Those
because I
games are
think
not.
Slugger.
What games did you chose? Weird games.
Yeah, but that's like half of the shit I chose is weird games, and a decent amount of them gave me good points. Like fucking Snuffkin gave me 12. World of Goo gave me 12.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Um, Dungeons of Red Rock 2, 16. Like,
Dude, I don't know why he didn't. Why did he not drop his counter pick? Like he counterpicked COD 6. Like
yeah.
I was like, dude, drop it. He's like, nah. I'm like, he lost like 20
Well,
something points.
well, and he's barely getting any more points. I can't see Marvel Rivals or Mighty Morphin Power Rangers getting very many points.
I can see
Like,
Marvel Rivals. Oh, it's out now, isn't it?
it is out now.
Let's see what the scores are. I wonder if it has scores yet.
I don't know. Usually those like free to play games don't get very good scores.
Let's see. Open Critic, Marvel Rivals. It's only got 2 reviews. That's crazy. I guess people are sick. Well, it came out yesterday, right? Or 2 days ago? The 6th.
Something like that.
Okay.
Dude, that shit's number 1 on
wow.
the playlist on
Pretty-
PSN profiles.
Dude, pretty. I mean, there's only 2 reviews. One of them is Dual Shockers and a 9 out of 10.
Oh,
Games
shit.
Radar Plus gave it a 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah, see?
Oh, it's all over the place. Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude,
Oh.
I should have fucking picked Destiny 2 the final shape.
Yeah, but who would have known after the last couple DLCs, right?
I know. I saw that how many points that was worth. I'm like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going back and forth
Max.
with it.
Max, I think counterpicked it.
Hmm?
Or I don't even know if he counterpicked it. I think he was on auto draft. But I don't.
Yeah.
I don't lose, so that's good.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but people are liking Marvel Rivals from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
It looks cool. It is unabashedly just an Overwatch clone, though. Like they don't try to hide it at all.
Isn't it literally? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Because have you been to like arcades in the past like few years?
Like Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, they have like machines. I guess this isn't the same thing. They have like these fighting games based on DC and Marvel characters that like give you cards.
Yeah, they're the Injustice games.
No, they're not the Injustice.
No, they are.
Injustice game. No,
I played them. Come
I
at
don't
me.
think so.
Oh yeah, let's look it up.
I was gonna say.
Hold on. You want to wager?
No, I'm looking up.
No, let's wager. Let's make this fun. Let's make this fun, little guy. What do you want to wager?
Hello, guy.
What do you want to wager? Let's wager.
I'm big word counts.
Let's wager. Let's wager. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Don't do it. Do it. Do it. We're gonna wager. Okay. What do you want to put up on the table? What game? We'll give you to the end of. We'll do it to the end of January, in case I lose.
You have to drop everything right now and do.
Oh, okay.
Hellblade 2 if I win.
Okay. All right. And if I win, let me pull up your. Let me pull you up real quick. Let's look.
Oh, you're gonna pull me up, huh?
I'm gonna raise you up so I can stand on those mountains. You know what I'm saying? All right, hang on. I'm gonna look at your PSN profiles. I'll pick something you already started, because I'm a gentleman like that.
Well, if somebody would have started Hellblade 2 like the 2 months ago that I already wagered that, then I wouldn't be using that one.
Listen, agree to disagree. Okay. Okay. All right. You're gonna love this one. If I win,
am I?
You have to drop everything and finish Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. All right. Wagers set. Gary, go ahead and look up what games in arcades DC-wise give you cards.
Damn, if I can find it. Hold up.
Riveting.
I know, right?
Let's
Google's
see.
failing me right now. Hold up. Mm.
Oh.
I can't even find it.
Unless you literally know what you're looking for.
Yeah,
You,
it's like not coming up when I like just search for like what Marvel or
it's not.
DC game.
So I don't believe it's Marvel. But
I
if you
think
were to
Marvel
look up,
has one too, though. Because
do they?
I've been to it. I went to Dave and Buster's and there was one for Marvel and there was one for DC.
I've never seen a Marvel one, but maybe I just didn't play it.
Yeah.
But you know what I have played, Gary?
Hmm.
Injustice Arcade. The Injustice Arcade is an arcade port of Injustice Gods Among Us mobile game, released October 16th, 2017, made by Raw Thrills in collaboration with NetherRealm Studios. Was first released in Dave & Buster's before being released worldwide in arcades. And if you scroll down, Series 1 cards. These are the cards that print out for you.
Yeah, but is there a Marvel version?
I don't know if there's a Marvel version.
Because I played a Marvel version. And if there's not a Marvel version, then technically you're wrong.
No, I'm right, because you said it wasn't an Injustice.
Yeah, but if the one I played isn't Injustice, then you're wrong.
Let's see. Google Marvel Arcade game cards? Uh
I'm pretty sure the one I played was Marvel Champions. Or Contest of Champions. Because that one has cards.
Marvel Avengers is one of the biggest super franchises, blah 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 blah. No, that's not it.
Where is it? What's it called?
Marvel. This is riveting stuff. Marvel Champions? Marvel Champions card game.
This is where everybody drops off the podcast.
Marvel Champions card game is a dedicated actual card game. It's not an arcade game.
It is an arcade game. I literally pulled up a photo of it.
Is there an arcade game for it? Marvel Champions?
Yeah. Like literally look.
Arcade? Oh, there is one. Do they give you cards?
Yeah.
Oh, it's made by the same company.
Yeah.
Raw Thrills. That's cool.
Right?
I guess we're both right. Oh,
so I feel like technically it's a draw because I think I played both of them. So technically we're both right.
I think you said it wasn't Injustice though, and there is an Injustice one, Gary. So I've never seen the Marvel one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Marvel one, like it felt kind of better than the DC one.
Yeah, I did not like the Injustice one.
Yeah.
And is Marvel Champions, was it based on a? Is it a
mobile game?
Is it a mobile game too?
Maybe. Let me see.
Yeah, I think I booted up Injustice Mobile like one time to get like a skin or an extra perk for the actual Injustice 2.
Yeah, it is a mobile game.
Oh, okay. That's so weird. Okay. So that's their bread and booty butter.
Yeah. Booty butter.
Champions. All right, so it's a tie. So
yeah. Does that mean we both have to do what we chose, or neither of us has to do what we chose? That's the question.
Shit, because Indie's coming out soon. Shit. All right. So for this, we'll flip a coin.
Okay. Use your coin flip app.
Where are my coins? Where are all my coins? Here we go. Oh, that's a quarter too. Nice. You don't see many of those anymore. Is it a quarter? Is that Georgie Boy on there? Yeah. What year?
Georgie Porgy.
2024 quarter. All right. Um, heads we do it. Heads we honor the bet, both of us.
Mhm,
Tails we
mhm.
go about our business.
Okay.
What is it? It's tails.
Oh shit.
So we're good. We're good. We're
We're off
absolved.
the hook. We're off the hook.
Yep.
We didn't have any user questions this week.
I don't think we asked.
Oh yeah, we suck at that.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Um, real quick, because I know we're gonna wrap things up in here in a sec. I was thinking about this like towards the beginning of the episode because you were talking about Hoa. You were
Yeah.
talking about how it's like basically like a Ghibli film. So
Gorgeous.
I love the freaking Ghibli films. I've only seen maybe half of them at this point, but
It's probably where
I
I'm
was
at.
looking at Ghibli Blu-ray collection, and holy shit! So there's 22 Ghibli films. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't realize there were that many.
Yeah.
And two, currently, the World of Studio Ghibli Blu-ray bundle is $299. But I'm like, I feel like it'd be cheaper to buy them separately at this point. Like that basically averages out to like what 13, maybe not, because that's like
Nah, that sounds
13.50 a
about
movie.
right.
I'm like, oh, that's so tempting. They're so good, but I'm like,
It
I
might be
can't.
it might be cheaper to buy like there's like combo packs. Like
Hmm.
two film combos.
Yeah,
Might be cheaper to do that.
because those are such good movies, and
Oh my
like
god, yes.
I know my girlfriend's not crazy into animated stuff, but the fact that I got her to watch last week with me after the podcast, we watched Robot Dreams, which was fucking depressing, by the
Dude,
way. But
such a great movie though. Sammy
it
loved
was
it.
it was it was good, but like the whole time, my girlfriend and I were just like, bro, this is so depressing.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's a beautiful ending in its own right. We won't spoil it, but
yeah, yeah. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but the fact that I convinced her to watch that with me begrudgingly, maybe if she watched some solid Ghibli movies with me, like Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, that kind of stuff, maybe she would, it would kind of, convince her a little bit to watch the rest.
show her show her the Harley Quinn series on HBO.
Okay, okay. I know, cause she's like she'll watch like Disney Pixar, that kind of stuff where
Mm.
it's like 3D
Chibi's pretty
animated, but for
close.
for some reason like she just isn't into like that cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
like just you know
I get it.
I guess in
I
her
also
mind
don't.
it's like for kids. I don't
Oh,
know.
do Wild Robot's supposed to be really good. I don't know what streaming service is on.
Wild Robot?
I have a sneaking suspicion Amanda bought that for me too for Christmas.
Is it a
Wild, it's
movie or a show?
DreamWorks movie made by the people that did How to Train Your Dragon. Some of the
Hmm.
reviews have been saying it's the best, or not the best. Well, no, yeah, some people are saying it's the best DreamWorks film they've made. A lot of
Hmm.
people are saying it's like this generation's Iron Giant in a way.
Oh, nice. That's
Iron,
dude.
Iron
Speaking
Giant's
of that,
so
that's
fucking
totally
good.
what I thought of the whole time I was watching Robot Dreams. He looks like a mini Iron Giant, like
He
the
looks like
design,
honestly, he looks like the Iron Giant and Bender banged and had a baby.
right?
I got very heavy Bender vibes from him.
Yeah, I could see that.
And it's you could show. We're gonna tangent here and be done soon because we are coming up on 2 hours, I think.
Yeah, pretty BB.
Um, yeah, we're getting pretty close. You can show that movie to any age kid, pretty much. They won't understand it. Like a lot of it's metaphorical, and you just won't get it as a kid.
Mhm.
But there is like within the first like 10 minutes, there's just a sequence where these three characters give the robot the finger, and the robot gives the finger back because he just
That
thinks
was
it's
hella
how you say
funny.
hi.
Yeah, that was super funny.
It's literally just there. There's nothing else.
Hmm.
And then, I mean, other than that, yeah, it's a pretty good family friendly film. Aside from that, like 2 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, and not only that, but kids under a certain age aren't gonna understand like the actual sad portions of the movie.
Oh no,
Like
yeah.
they're just gonna be entertained by like the animation and like the goofy like jokes and stuff. You know what I mean? Like the just the anim. It's
And I
yeah.
would say
So
the saddest part is probably the end. I think.
I don't know. Like
Like
there's
there's
a
a lot of middle stuff, but it's I wouldn't say it's necessarily sad, but
Mhm.
it's just like it's like, oh, he's stuck on the beach. And I mean this is in the trailer. Like he's stuck on the beach for a while.
Mhm.
But Yeah,
Yeah.
great movie. So glad I bought it.
Oh
And
my
with
gosh.
that, Gary, we'll do one last thing. Give us a recommendation. We'll
Oh,
bring back recommendations.
recommendation.
Yeah, recommend us a game.
Recommendation. Let me see. Um, I'm not very creative, so you just go off of my list.
Also, that Earth, Wind, and Fire song has been like on in our house, stuck in my head constantly.
Oh, I know. They played that through like the whole movie, and it got stuck
Yeah,
in my head so hard. I was
it's,
like whistling it.
I was shocked.
Um,
Sammy was paying so much attention to that movie. It's crazy. He was really into it.
mhm. um, I'm gonna recommend Pixel Junk Shooter Ultimate for PlayStation 4 slash Vita. If you, for all those people out there that still have Vitas,
I've been hoping that this game
it's
and DVD exchange gets a Vita, particularly a light blue one.
mhm.
So bad because I get one, and I have like 160. I'm sure it wouldn't be much more than that.
If you get one, mod that shit.
Yeah,
It's so
Gary,
it's super easy to do.
Gary, modding is what got you in
And
trouble.
hey, I'm not talking about modding trophies. I'm talking about modding the system. Um,
Honestly, at this point, with all the PS Plus games they've given out and all the games I've bought, I probably already have a pretty big PS Vita library just sitting there.
yeah, I'm just saying because you can play delisted games too.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can literally just download them. There's like a little server. There's an app that loads up a server, and you can download any version of any game ever released on the Vita, including delisted games.
I
Like at
think
some point, I'm gonna play the whatchamacallit, the Plants vs Zombies game that has like a full trophy list with a platinum because you can't purchase that anymore.
which one was that?
There's no
One of the Garden
is
Warfare's?
the no is the original Plants vs Zombie game,
You
but
can't
ported
play
to the
that on
Vita.
PlayStation anymore.
So you can play the shitty PS3 version that has like 8 trophies, but you can't play the dedicated Vita version that actually has its own platinum and everything. Um,
Oh, I was gonna
there was
say I
no
could play that
physical
on
copy of it.
Xbox.
There's no physical copy of it, and it was delisted years ago. So you can like at some point I'm gonna play that shit because I love Plants vs Zombies, the original one.
Was it delisted on
And
the
yeah,
21st of September?
I don't know. I don't know when it was delisted,
That's
but
the Earth, Wind, Fire song.
um, what was I gonna say? My recommendation though. Reeling it back is Pixel Junk Shooter Ultimate, PlayStation 4 Vita. What was I gonna say? Twin stick shooter. Basically, I can't. I think I talked about this last time, but the whole premise is that you're trying to rescue these scientists underground. Um, it's got physics-based gameplay as well, like gas reacts to fire, fire and lava melt ice. It's a really fun game. Um, the collectibles aren't very hard to find because as long as you're scouring every map, because they basically section each level into like 4 to 5 separate sections that tell you how many collectibles you have out of how many collectibles, how many scientists you found, and as long as you're like destroying all the little like pieces of the environment as you go, they're pretty. You don't even really need a guide to find everything, which is nice. Trophy list is doable. There's like 5 online trophies, but if you've got a Vita, you can literally just self boost, like I mentioned, I think before. And then the
I
rest is
love a good
just
self boost.
yeah, me too. But the rest is just beating the game, getting all the collectibles, getting all the scientists. There's a few random miscellaneous trophies like getting a 32 combo, which is super easy. Um, but yeah, it's fun. It's got the further you get, it definitely got some challenge to it. Yeah, go out there and buy it,
There you go.
or hack it and play it on the Vita.
Gary, this was a blast. We went way longer
Yes,
than
it
I
was.
thought we went way longer than I thought we would based off 4 news stories that really didn't mean shit.
Where's your recommendation, dog?
Oh, I thought we were just gonna do alternate week by week. I could do another one.
I like when we each get one.
Oh, okay. My recommendation would be give me 1 second.
Mhm.
I'm just looking at my bookshelf. Okay. Just looking at my bookshelf. I'm back, and my recommended game is the game that is currently sitting in my disk drive, and that's Horizon Forbidden West.
Hey.
That was the other reason I wanted to finish off Astro Bot, because then I could just load up another game into my system, just to have it just in there. Also, really fucking frustrating that PlayStation does not have a quick resume, because every time that Sammy's in there, and he's like, I want to do, he's like, Astro Bot, or Robot, beep, beep. I'm like, all right, let's play Robot. Boot up the game. And then he hits the home button, and he brings us to the home screen. He's like, McQueen. So we load up cars, and every time the game has to reload. And then, God forbid, I'm playing an another game that I don't want to reset the progress. So
I know.
Sony, figure that shit out. Just do quick resume.
For real. That's yeah.
Like, God, it's such a cool feature when you actually have access to it. Like, you can do it with one game on PlayStation. It's just that quick resume. But I think PS4 had that too, right? I think.
Yeah, it's PS4 and PS5 are the same thing with the rest mode.
And they're like, oh, we have game switch. We have game switch. I'm like, that's garbage. Like, I just switch on the home screen.
Yeah, well, I've literally never used that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to play Horizon Forbidden West on my PS5 Pro and new TV. It's gonna look freaking fantastic.
I bet. But yeah, that's it for this week. Another elongated episode. These Sunday ones are pretty sweet. I enjoy this time.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Yeah, and it seems to work for everybody. I just
Mm-hmm.
have to make sure that I do my 2 hours of gameplay ahead of time. That way I can just easily just sync it up and like send it out. Sync it. Yeah. Next week I will report back with what I pick up at Game and DVD Exchange today. If you're in the Media PA area, definitely go check them out. They're a great store. They're very nice.
When are we doing Among Us?
Oh shit. I mean, I got no problem with that being our next co-op game.
Okay. I might even do both stacks on PlayStation, since I think a lot of the stuff carries over since it's server based.
Some of it might.
I think most of it does. At least the grindy stuff does.
The DLCs don't. Well, no, that's not true. I haven't done the DLCs. I think they're too. Well, it's not.
Or do I get it on Xbox and just do the Xbox in the PlayStation stack?
Why don't you do what I'm doing and do the Xbox to PS4 and PS5 stack?
Whoa, we gotta. That's what I mean. That's what I did for Brotato. Like I haven't done the PS4 stack of Brotato, but I will eventually. But I'm doing Steam, which has even more achievements. It's a pain in the ass because you have to beat every single character with every single level, which it basically doubles all the achievements. But yeah, I mean, like, I probably will at this point. Shit, like, because I think isn't it super cheap? Isn't it like $5 like on Xbox?
What, Among Us?
Yeah. I think it's super cheap.
It's
Amogus.
Yeah. I mean, they gave it away on PlayStation Plus a while ago, but
yeah, I have it on PlayStation. Oh, it's 20% off right now. I get it for $4.
Do it.
Do it, you coward.
And with that, before we keep going, is another week come to a close. Gary, it's been a blast.
Yes, it has, sir.
Like I said, link down below to all the news articles, to our new YouTube page. It's under construction, and by that I mean I'm just working on it. But we'll get to it at some point. And then I don't know. We might just keep these here. Might keep a playlist over there. I kind of want to just do like a reset of the channel. Probably keep these as like archived videos, but I'll probably have to rename them just for search algorithm purposes. But yeah, once we get over there, which I plan on doing on the beginning of next year, we will reset the counter at 0. This is more just us getting practice. So
yeah.
Thank you everyone for listening, and have a great rest of your day and week. Bye.
Bye. Enjoy the episode.
I already have.